The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, guys. Dennis, Anthony, fellas, good morning. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Sound is good. Perfect. Guys, good morning. Today is Thursday, October 12th, CPI day. PPI came in yesterday much hotter than expected. Presumptively, CPI has to come in hotter. Be interesting to see. The markets are, and the VIX is not reacting like that's the case, but I guess we'll find out on the news. In any event, good morning. Decent day in the room yesterday. Trendbot had a good day. For those of you guys that are here on trial, good morning and welcome back. Trendbot was up a paltry 270, I think, on Tuesday, 275, and then up 9 and change yesterday. It's taken one trade today,
5% for the month,
up $85.
That's 4/10 below consensus.
That would
Food
be
inflation,
typical of
6.6%
major
for
economic
India.
news. Not much movement.
Softer inflation data again, the first time in 3 months.
In any event, guys, good morning. Chad, good morning to you. Jacques, good morning to you as well. We'll see what we can come up with today. Word of caution, CPI, much like FOMC, is a very difficult trade. So I suggest, especially if you guys are trading PA accounts, good morning, Michael. If you guys are trading PA accounts or live money for that matter, that you trade smaller today. Yesterday in PA accounts, I traded primarily micros. Still hit my daily goals. You guys may recall yesterday when we left the room, I said the optimum area for me to get long was in the 70s. And we finally got down there yesterday afternoon. For those of you folks that may have remembered and took the trade, that was our long. Came way after we closed the room, though. In any event, I'll read the disclaimer. We'll take a look at charts. And we will sit until CPI. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. This presentation is for educational purposes only. The opinions expressed in this presentation are mine and mine alone. All trades presented should be considered hypothetical and should not be expected to be replicated in a live trading account. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to any trade. Please trade according to your own accounts. Please trade according to your tolerance for risk. All right, guys, let's take a look at charts. Ahead of CPI, we've got a 102 seller here, and we've got a block trade here. I don't know why this isn't, there it is, 65 contracts. I mean, that's a fairly, 65 contracts is a fairly sizable trade at 8:14 in the morning. That's not, more than likely, it's not retail. Could be, but not probable. If you tell me where those trades came in yesterday, we'll take a look at it. If I see, if you know, what I do when I see trades like that is I'll do this. So for instance, if I had a large trade here, I'll mark it. And then I know where the trade is. I might do it in pink, but then I know where the trade is. Those of you guys that have been around a long while, a couple of years back, we're probably going to come down off that 119 seller. Yesterday saw a 205 buy, but didn't mark it. A couple of years back, I want to say it was ahead of Google earnings. I don't recall the specific company, but while we were in the room, we saw multiple prints right at the volume point of control of many, many hundreds. And I think the total was somewhere near 3,000 contracts purchased, in three consecutive candles, 4 consecutive candles. And if you guys were around back then, I want to say it was longs. I know it was longs. The market at that point was selling down, and at one point was down maybe 50 points. I mean, on 3,000 contracts times $1,000, that trade was down $3 million at one point. But by the end of the day and into earnings, that trade was up well over 100 handles. So, people that are trading 2 contracts and a $5,000 account can't withstand a 50 handle drawdown. Somebody that can buy 3,000 contracts obviously either knows something, but they have the pockets to withstand or withhold. They don't care about the drawdown. The only people that care about drawdown are those of us that may be trading an Apex account or, some trailing draw. But professional traders are positioned and the draw is irrelevant to them. So if you saw trades like that at 44.17, that's on the ES, at 4:20 in the afternoon, market's not even open. So is that 3:20 your time maybe, Tim? At 4:20 the market's closed. 4:15 to 4:30 the market's not even open. So is that 3:20 your time? No.
Brazil finance minister speaking after meeting with the IMF chief, saying that
here's 44.17. I don't even see any trades.
The IMF is under risk of becoming weaker.
A friend's son trades for a prop firm. His boss and boss. Boss just got canned for losing $25 million on a trade.
About rates remarks.
No, they definitely don't always get it right. No, they don't. It's a nice loss, man. 25 million on a trade. What did I just get done saying? Here's a 119 contracts were sold here and 65 contracts in one block. And we traded down. I said, we're probably going to come down. And we did. That's why, I teach you guys in the class, we look for block trades. We look for these size trades. Now in the NASDAQ, you guys may recall from class, I like to see 200 contracts. All right, thank you, Tim. I'll look at it. I like to see 200 contracts or more. Let me that I would look at. Okay. So you've got big block sellers.
We're 10 minutes out, 10 minutes out from
right?
the CPI data as well as weekly initial jobless claims.
Huge negative delta.
The U.S. 10-year yield down 1.5 basis points.
Look from 16.15, what I can see.
We continue to remain
29,600
off the cycle highs we saw a little over a week
contract
ago.
positive delta. Down here to 1640 at 8,400, right? And you can see the block
dollar
trades.
index is currently trading 105.69 down 2
All
ticks.
this is, in
Gold
my
futures
opinion,
at
absolutely profit taking.
18.9560 up $8, and U.S. equities
But look at your
are continuing to point to a
95.
higher open. We're seeing green across Europe.
They're
as
taking
well.
profit at the highs of the day or near the high of the day. Your 95 is getting sucked higher, which is indicative typically of a move down. Typically. So 44.17, I don't know what time that was Eastern. That's 2 o'clock. What time were those trades, Tim? Eastern. Somebody got out either ahead of a CPI. Listen, again, I think CPI has to come in hot because PPI was hot. So you're in Massachusetts. So what are you, 1 hour behind Eastern? It's 7:20 there. Oh, okay. So you're Eastern time. Okay. Well, somebody liquidated up in here then. Right in here. Right at the high of the day. A lot of liquidation at the high of the day. My personal opinion is, again, this is an opinion. If the consumer price, if the producer price index came in hot yesterday, how does the consumer price not come in hot? My guess is we're going to come in hot and sell. I could be dead wrong. I'm looking for a move up into this zone and then a failure. And I'll be trading ES on that. There's 1,000. Trade them as you see fit, guys. This is going to need to break down here. NASDAQ is definitely headed to 79. Got to hit the low of the day and go. We hit 16. Come on, dog. Break 16.
The dollar moving to new highs against the Japanese yen in wake of the CPI data, 149.35, up close to 20 pips on the day.
Still holding that
U.S.
support.
10-year now down more than a quarter.
I don't like long.
Yield pushing
Right.
back
Order
towards
filled.
I'm flat for
4.6%.
now. I'm flat for now. I'm going to look to re-enter the trade. A couple thousand sellers in this block. All right, I'm going to try this again. Here we go. Come on.
Order filled.
Right at the break. If this bounces a little bit, I'll have to kill it because I don't want this to bounce off that support. It needs to break down here.
The 210 spread now negative 43 basis points, so some further
Come on, break it down.
converting there in the 210 spread, negative 46 basis points, excuse me. The short rates coming up in the wake of the CPI data.
Come on. Come on, hit the skids. Still doesn't want to crash. Data was horrible. Come on, just crash it. There we go. 14 is a little bit of support. Below 14, we're going to get 11. Got to get below this 13.75 area, and we get 11. That's going to be some support. There's 1100 if you guys want it. Hourlies are coming down to 05. Where's my target? 08. Come on, baby. Another 1,200 sellers in here. Yeah, NASDAQ just traded into yesterday's close. I'm going to stay below 18. Now make that resistance. Should come down to 07. This should come down to 7. Come on, crack this 13. There's a couple $1,000, guys, if you're in it. Trade them as you see fit. As you see fit. It's a big trade, guys, without burning one. We just bounced off 11. You dog, come on. Still sellers. Come on, crash the party. Crash the party. Come on. Small sellers in here. If this dips below 11, it's going to get to 10, maybe 9 3/4. I need about 2,500 bucks, guys, and that clears this evaluation. Oh, I had 23. Come on, 24, 27.
Order filled.
Cleared. Here comes this next level here, 07. That's cleared. You guys good? You guys good? So there you go, Tim. Nice job, Jacques. Liquidated here, 17. Took about 13 handles, give or take, of some heat. Now they're up 7 handles. This is going to be minor support here at 07. In a break of this 7, we're going to crash to 4,400. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. Not this week. Nothing tomorrow. Probably FOMC, which maybe
India Central Banker Das saying India inflation would have been within the range without Ukraine. Following commentary following their CPI. India Central Banker.
122, they bought another one. I think we push back up near 404. And that would be a nice area, I think, for a short. 404. Above that would be VWAP at 19. ES can push back to 19, possibly 21. They bought them again here at 95. So 404 for me. I'll come out at 02, ideally. But it can go back to 2025. It's only one contract, so I don't really care. It's working through this former sell zone. Stacked imbalances. Buyers are in here. ES is into resistance. Here's that ES right back into that 18 resistance. I don't think it gets through. If it does, it's a failed breakdown.
Order canceled.
All right, target filled here. Here's the 404. This is initial resistance, 404. This is where we should short. Yeah, net negative delta is not that great. It's 400 contracts. Watch them bid this thing. This should fail here for a trade. I'm late. This is what's got to break down here. That 88. Small buyers just came in. 1920. It's actually building a bull flag. This may only trade down to 80, 81. Come on, break this 88 and kill yourself. Come on, there it is.
Target filled.
There we go.
Order canceled.
All right, I took off a few. Now breakdown. Come on, breakdown. Stop needs to be 07.
Order canceled.
Okay, out. We're just still chopping
Stop
around.
filled.
All right, guys, it's 9 o'clock. All right, here we go, guys. Going up. That's what it looks like. Come back test that trend line maybe. Pushing 240-minute resistance at 98. If it gets through that 98, it's going up. Small buyers on the open. Trying to go up, guys. Big buyers on the open now. 500 in this 3-minute block. I think we can get back to 16. It's got to clear and hold 98. Lost a few buyers. Let it chop around. We just back tested this trend line and held. I like longs. There's the original bot is long. Hit first target, didn't fill it. I'll turn this trend bot on when this thing settles down.
Stop filled.
Out. My long is going to be above 04. Still like the longs, guys. We're still holding this trend line. We're just chopping around in here, but there are buyers. I want to get above 04.
G7 Plus Coalition releasing a statement published on the UK government website saying they announced renewed efforts to support compliance and enforcement of the Russian oil price
It's gonna
cap.
go. Target's going to be 25. All right, I hit instantly
Order
submit.
submitted.
I'm a little
Yesterday,
early.
we saw the U.S. Treasury Secretary
Order
saying the oil
filled.
price cap in Russia has significantly reduced its revenues over the past 10 months.
Long above 04. Come on, you dog. Come on, a little bit more. Down to 800 net sellers. That's where I'm looking to be long. Not before. Morning, Hubba. ES failed. ES coming down. This could fail too. It's got to get above 04, guys, if it's going to go long. Sellers small back in. All right, guys.
Stop. Order
I'm
filled.
long. 04. Come on. 10-minute is slowing us down. $30 range bots up 455. It's got to hold in here for me, this 97 area. If not, I got to close it. There we go. Come on. Come on. Let's go, shithead. Get above VWAP. There we go, guys. I'll sell two.
Order
Ah,
filled.
crap. I tried to take 2 off. Holding some support on the 2-minute. I don't want this below 93. Come on, let's push up to 25. That's where I'd like to get this to, 25. 17, which is about where we got, was yesterday's high, so that's some resistance. So I'll take
Order
1
submitted.
at 16. It's got to get above yesterday's high. This, I would add at 94 too.
Order canceled. Order submitted. Order submitted.
We have
Order filled.
600 net sellers, guys. I'll set up the trend bot in a second. And then final target is going to be 22, maybe 23.
Order submitted.
Here comes just below yesterday's high. Come on, push. Nope. It's giving me money 3 or 4 times. It just won't give me a dang target. I don't have any reason to want to be short, though. Some sellers coming in. I'm going to add 2 at 94.
Order filled.
This guy's killing
Stop
himself.
filled.
Just
Or target filled.
got another target one here.
Target filled.
And I'm going to use this if this doesn't bounce here. That's up 700 on the 30 range. Anybody that's trading the 30 range. Pop back up. Got to get above 97.
Order filled.
I'm up.
Order submitted.
It's 1,200 sellers. It's holding yesterday's close. It's got to break down below that close from yesterday. Let me look at the hourly. Yeah, hourly should come back down to 61.
Order filled.
Just held value area low and bounced. Up to 1,700 sellers. It's going to have to break below. Here we go. It's going to have to break below this small swing at about 69, and it's going to push down to the day low. Come on. If we break below 61, we're coming to, we could come to 38.
U.S. equity markets.
We could
Down
come to
22 points
38.
in the Dow and about 5 handles in the S&P cash market at 43.72. The Euro stocks is lower on the day, along with the CAC Quarante, and the DAX is down 0.25%. So a modest tick lower in overall risk appetite as yields, particularly here in the U.S., have moved up in the wake of the headline CPI higher than expected reading for the month of September. We're at 461 in the 10-year. That's up about 6 basis points more. We're ahead of the 8:30
Order
announcement.
filled.
Big bounce off value area low. Chop, just chop. Come on, get up. So we're holding right at yesterday's close. Hang on, guys. 93.50 anyways, which is volume point of control.
Order filled. Order filled.
So this spot is long.
Target filled.
Another winning trade.
Target filled.
Both winning trades up 955.
Order filled. Order submitted.
We got to the volume point of control. If we can clear volume point of control, we can trade back to 420. We only have 1,200 sellers, guys. Eyes. Doesn't look like they want to sell this thing to hell and back.
Order submitted.
Back to 1500. It's holding value area low. It just doesn't want to break down. Golly. Man, we are holding massive support at 65.
For TikTok, seeing report that News Britain in a letter to TikTok says that there are indications it's being used to disseminate illegal content and disinformation to the EU after Hamas attacks against Israel. Made similar criticisms against Meta yesterday.
$1,600. Small buyers in again. Maybe back up to 91 from here. Not very tradable. Bottoms, try to catch bottoms, but short of that, not very tradable. ES is broken below 4,400. It is crude inventory day today. My goodness. This is the longest trade in history. Almost 30 minutes of nothing.
Order canceled. Order filled.
Now we've first losing trade on the 30 range. Good jeepers, criminy, man. This is it. I'm not letting it flip into a short. Buyers back in. I'm watching order flow. There's no size. There's no blocks. There's a big buyer at 87.50.
Target
All
filled.
right, there's target 1,
Target filled.
target 2. Back to the volume point of control. 15-minute is brutal.
Order submitted.
If this gets above 93.50, we get back 02 and above 5 this thing can go. We have 800 net sellers, guys. I don't have us shorts. I really don't. It won't break 65. If we break 65,
Order canceled.
we tap 61. Bots are just killing themselves because of the chop. Other than the 30 range. The 30 range is doing its thing.
A little more than 30 minutes into the trading session, we've seen U.S. Treasury yields drift higher and stocks move lower. The 2-year at 5.07%, the 10-year at 4.64%, up about 8 basis points on the day now. The Dow down more than 100.
Order submitted.
The fact that this won't sell is just really interesting. Volume is light. Ten-year yields are skyrocketing. ZN is a short, or ZN on NASDAQ. With the yields rocketing, I'm not looking at the VIX. I don't know how we're not coming down. If this gets a target, I'd be
Order submitted.
shocked. Can't get through 90. If it gets through 90, it's gonna go. It's brutal. We're set for longs, I can tell you that.
Target filled.
Got target 1. We're set up for longs, guys. Everything's been pulled lower.
Target filled.
That's what I said. Hucker.
Order canceled.
We're going back to 16.
Order submitted.
We're going back to 16. They'll find buyers above this 04. That's been our problem all day, 04. They'll find buyers at 04. 04 half.
Target filled.
There you go. Here comes 16. See also the opening range high and yesterday's high. If we get above 16, 17, this thing is going to go hooey. Hooey. ES long to 04. If it gets above 07, if it gets above 4,400, we're going back to 07 on the ES. If we get above that high from yesterday, we're going to 46.
Order filled.
We're above yesterday's high. We're now going 46. Let me look at a bigger time frame here. They just sucked the shit out of shorts. They just sucked them all in, and now they're killing them. NASDAQ target now 43. It's going to have to get through 32, but it's going to get 43. We now have a positive delta on the NASDAQ. Above 46, she screams. Here's going to be, we've got an issue here, right? We're through that. That's now some support. We've got an issue here. And above that, we're going to run into this 47, which is pretty significant hourly resistance. ES at this 15-minute bar in 6 minutes closes above 4,400. It's long. Got a block seller here, 50 contracts, 53. Got to get through 32. Sold them again here.
Order filled.
Sold them again. They're selling 22.50.
Once again, seeing reports that sirens are sounding in the northern part of Israel.
Some sellers here. Through 32, this thing is going to 42. Through 32, it's going to 42.
Order filled.
It's through 32. 42 is next, guys. Original bot's got $1,000 runner. 42, and then we get up into that hourly. There's no way this, there's 42. There's no way this blasts through. There's no way. On one push. No way. It did. I told you about 4,400. We're getting 07. They got shorts wrecked. Wrecked. NASDAQ is longs, guys. And this is going to make 520 today.
Stocks are rebounding off early lows.
It's going to make 520.
0.3%.
Order filled.
It's going to make 520.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Look at this $1,400 runner on the bot.
Order filled.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we're just. There's a big seller there. It's weekly resistance. We're going to see 500 today. Buyers and sellers. That was a hell of a move, fellas. Hell of a move. They wouldn't break 65. You know where support is on the bottom. They wouldn't break 65. If at some point that breaks, I mean, they're selling them good here now. 50.
Order filled. Order submit. Order submitted. Order filled. Stop filled.
Okay, out on the bot. That's the tick range is 315.
Order filled.
I mean, we got a lot of air back to 390. I don't know that 416 anyways. If this flips 416,
Order filled.
uh-oh, Charlie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We could come back to 91, fellas. Seriously, 91.
Order filled.
I took 2 off. Come on, you rat scum. Give me 91. This bot's in a short. Come on. We're holding some small 2-minute support here. A breakdown below 19 or so gets us 14. Below that, 02. Got to break below 19. We get 14, then 02. I'd like to take one more off. And then try to hold. Oh, they're going to blast them. We're going back to a negative delta. Now they got long screwed.
Order filled.
I took 1 off, guys. I'm holding 1. I'm going to try to work this to 92. We're holding value area high in here.
Order submitted.
Come on. Buyers in here. We got to push down below out of this little buyer area. Come on. Drop below this 15. 2-minute is still hanging in there, but I don't think it does for long. All right, sellers coming back in. Come on with the shenanigans. You're going to die. We're below 100 net buyers from 1,400. We're below 100. Now they got long sucking gas.
Order submitted.
Come on, sellers. Holding 2-minute support. I mean, that's it. My ultimate target, guys, is 92. We're below the point of control.
Order canceled.
Some buyers, they could try to push this back to 45. All right,
Order filled.
I'm flat. I don't see any sellers.
Order filled.
The 30 range just took a short.
Target filled.
Target filled.
Target
Yeah,
filled.
couldn't
Weekly
move it.
natural gas inventory data expected between plus 88 and 89 billion cubic feet.
We're coming to 91. We just broke 16. Short NASDAQ. Short NASDAQ. This may bounce around in here because it's yesterday's high, but 91 is the target. See how we've pulled VWAP higher up? We're coming down. They're going to blow these guys up again.
The natural
Just
gas
a bounce
inventory
off
data in just a few seconds.
the 2-minute support. That's all it is. We're going to have to break below VWAP, obviously, but we got sellers, guys. Again,
Order submitted.
you like volatility? Because this sucker's nuts.
Plus 84 billion cubic feet below the 88 to 89
Order
expected
filled.
range.
You're short, fellas.
No regional adjustment
You're
on the
short.
data.
Man, I'm having to, I can't switch charts fast enough. Back down to 400 buyers. Two minutes still hanging on to a shard of support.
Order filled.
16 is, we've got to push below here.
Order submitted.
Got a 150. They're buying them right here at 14. They bought a ton at 14.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Got to get back below 16, which was yesterday's high.
Order canceled.
She's a trappy little son of a gun today, boys.
Order submitted.
Come on down. Get back below 16. Come on, sellers. We're going to have to get below that buyer here. There we go. We had them. Shorts had them. Come on, you dirty dog. Let's go.
Order filled.
There we go. Come on. You're below 16. Some sellers here. We're below that buyer.
Order filled.
They're buying them here, though, which is interesting.
Taking a look at market internals, NYSE volume 5% below its 1-month average. Decliners lead advancers by 2.9 to 1. Nasdaq volume 9% above its 1-month average. Decliners lead advancers by 2.1 to 1. VIX index trading lower by 1.5% at 1580.
Freaking VIX is lower, 1.5%. Did you guys hear that? Longs. It's crazy. Here's the mess we're in. We're below this low volume area, below point of control, and holding this low volume area below it. Still think we're coming to 91. That's the path of least resistance. Now it could bounce back up to 35, but 91 is it. We're sitting on the opening range high too. They bought them again. They're buying more at 14. Give me 1 minute, guys. All right, I'm back. Come on, push down here. $30 ranges in another trade short. This 2 minutes hanging in there like a champ. We just need to come down below 10 on the 2 minute. This thing wants to go back to 36. I have no idea why the trend bot is only trading ones. No idea. Got to be long again here. God dang, this thing is crazy. Yeah, I've been, Rich. I've been trading it for weeks. It makes money every day. The question is, where do you shut it off? I mean, it was up $900, right? So as traders, you guys have to say, well, I mean, Jesus, the thing's up $900. Do I keep going?
Order filled. Order filled. Order canceled. Target filled.
All kinds of buyers just came back in. We just pushed up to that 45.
Order submitted.
We need to get back through this 39. And a failure. Probably back down to 15. We're still holding yesterday's high. We cannot, for whatever reason, get away from yesterday's damn high. Either breaking, below. We need to break above 38, 39, and we go zoom, zoom. 38, 39, we go zoom, zoom. Looks like, Jesus, what a mess. Seriously, what a mess. Above 39, we're going back to 60s.
Order filled. Order submitted.
This thing just does not want to give up the ghost anywhere. Anywhere. Still have his shorts on the small time frame stuff. But unless we break down below VWAP, and there's another bid. This is just bonkers.
Order submitted.
This trend bot on the 1 minute is just up and down. Oh, now it's got 5 on. I still like the longs, guys.
Erdogan telling Germany Schultz
Order
the
filled.
Israel-Palestinian conflict can be solved with the
No
formation
idea
of a
what's
sovereign Palestinian state.
and a freaking bounce again. Unbelievable. Come on.
Order filled.
Just unbelievable. Will not give me that 91. We held 240-minute support. Still think 2 minutes is still in shorts. Buyers. Buyers. Small sellers. Guys, if you are in order flow class, by the way,
So ticking slightly higher after the data, up 1.6%, 84.88.
come on, hold this support. I really don't want to see this below 9.
Target
You
filled.
scumbag. Seriously. Let's go. Hold that support. Get up there. Seriously.
Order submitted.
Let's go, Chief. Goodness. It's fighting yesterday's high now on this pushback up. Yeah.
Target filled.
I'm out.
Order filled.
I'm out. I can't wait for this day to be over. I'm not going to lie. Got a 106 seller that just showed up.
Order filled.
And it's trying to break down. I'd really like to see this 90. We're going to have to come down through 97 and we get 91. Come on, seriously? How can you be this slow and still not fall over?
Order filled.
Just, it won't die, guys. It will neither push up or down. Back above VWAP. ES is holding 4,400 now. Back to resistance at 16. Here comes my target. I would have had to held through 15 handles of draw. Missed by, I think, a tick.
Target
Yeah,
filled.
got it.
Target filled.
Both targets filled. This is freaking miserable, seriously. Just freaking miserable. Three-minute resistance at 26.50. If that goes, we get 36. Just miserable. Got buyers. Got a small buy. We're just screwing around the volume point of control. We can't get away from the volume point of control. Now it looks like it wants to break down again.
Order filled.
Except it doesn't.